please welcome Alexander Kjerulf.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Michael Camber. So, welcome. Great to see you guys. About 7 or 8 months ago, we were sitting down in our company and we were thinking about, one conference is over and we're planning next year's conference. And at that point, we've done 7 of these in Danish, in Denmark, with a few international speakers, but mostly for the Danish audience. We were like, is this a year where we take the leap? Is this the time where we actually open it up to the rest of the world? And we decided, you know what? Heck yeah, we're going to do it. And here we are 7, 8 months later. And here we are, 200 people from, actually I have to correct you. It's actually 19 countries. Yeah. There's somebody arrived last minute from Vietnam. So 19 freaking countries. How amazing is that? We love that you guys are here. And we love that you guys will be able to take all of these ideas out into the world after this day and after the workshop day tomorrow. And it makes perfect sense that we're doing this in Denmark. Because as you may know, the Danish workers are the happiest in the world. In fact, Denmark used to be the happiest country in the world, but now we're only number 2. Norway, you suck. If any of you know a Norwegian, go make them really sad. We want our title back. Okay? No, it's okay. The latest UN World Happiness Report came out a couple of months ago. I met Jeffrey Sachs, who's sort of the brains behind it. And I talked to him about it. He said, yeah, sure, Norway's number 1, but it's statistically insignificant. Take that, Norway. Anyway, so thank you for being here. And thank you for being here in the country that has the happiest workers. This is us. Just so you know who is presenting this, there is myself, Alexander. We have Arlette back there. Arlette, wave to everybody. There she is. And Patricia, is she here? No, she's outside organizing something. But that's us up there. For the last 14 years, we've been making people happy at work. We do speeches, workshops, management trainings all over the world. We've been to almost 50 different countries. And this is our vision, creating a world where happiness at work is the rule and not the exception. We're not quite there yet, I can tell you. But we're getting there, and the fact that you guys are here is a living proof of that. Now you know us a little bit. I'd like to know a little bit about you guys. So just out of curiosity, raise your hand if you are from Europe, a European country. Most of you? Raise your hand if you're from outside of Europe. Yes, the people who came from a long way away. Give them a hand. Wonderful. Where do you work? Raise your hand if you work in a workplace in the public sector. Take a look around, just a few of you, wonderful, thank you. Workplace in the private sector. Most of you from the private sector, wonderful. I know we have a lot of people here from HR. Raise your hand if you're in HR. Yes, thank you, great that you're here. What about, I know we have a lot of managers here. Raise your hand if you're a manager, a leader, executive. Wonderful, thank you. I'm curious about the size of your workplaces. Raise your hand if you're from a workplace with more than 500 people. Oh, most of you. More than 1,000? Still a lot of you. More than 10,000. Wow. Imagine the potential in taking some of this home and hitting 10,000 people with the knowledge and the tools we're going to give you today. And finally, raise your hand if you're excited about happiness at work. Yes, there we go. Very good. Why else would you be here, right? So we get to travel the world and speak at conferences and companies about this topic. And I can tell you that this topic is on the rise. The interest in this all over the world is increasing more and more and more. And we see this all over the world. I recently did a speaking tour. I went to Holland, the Netherlands, the US. I went to Vietnam, Turkey, and Lebanon on the same trip. And everywhere we go, people are fascinated by and interested in this topic. And I think that is driven by 3 primary thoughts. First of all, on an individual level, more and more people are asking themselves, I have to work, that's true, but must work suck? Does having a job must that necessarily be a bad experience, something that I hate, something that makes me stressed and frustrated? And more people all over the world are saying, yeah, I have to work, of course, but maybe there is a job out there that I will actually enjoy. So more and more people are saying this. More and more companies are saying, well, we have all of these goals. We have all of these plans for growth and profits and new markets and whatever. And maybe, just maybe, happiness at work is the best way to achieve those goals. And more companies are realizing that happiness and profits, for instance, are not opposites, but actually go incredibly well together. And then the third thought that I see out there, and I hear this all over the world, is this one. You know what? We want to create a happy workplace, and we've given our employees everything. They wanted a gym, so we gave them a gym. They wanted free fruit in the office, we gave them free fruit. They wanted free coffee and smoothies, we gave them that, and they're still not happy. And you can almost hear an underlying, the ungrateful bastards. So one trend we do see out there, while it's encouraging that more and more companies are focusing on it, it's also clear that more and more companies are doing the wrong things. And they're forgetting to do the things that actually work and that actually make a workplace happier. And that is what we want to talk about today in this conference. We want to leave you with 3 things. That's our goal for today, that when the day is over, you're going to go home with 3 things. First of all, some relevant new knowledge about happiness at work. And there will be a lot of experts up here who will be sharing specific things that you need to know about happiness at work so that you can do the right things and stop wasting time, money, and energy on the wrong things that actually don't really make much of an impact. Secondly, while knowledge is important, we also know that knowledge does not really change behavior. What changes behavior is action, tools. So we want to give you specific tools that you can start using right away. Things you can take back to your workplaces, to your companies, to your practice, and say, here's something we're going to do right now. Maybe this week, maybe this month, maybe today, that's actually going to create some happiness at work, because that's how you change behavior. And the final thing we want to leave you with is, a great day, great company, and the energy to go back and do something about this. Because without that energy, without this belief that I can do this, and this is going to be a lot of fun, this is going to make a difference, it's never going to happen. So those are the 3 things we hope we can leave you guys with when the day is over. So let me just say, once again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you guys for being here, and have a really, really happy day. Thank you.